How's everybody doing today? It's Wednesday, which means that Alicia and I are going to have some fun. I'm going to go ahead and get her on here so she can say hi to everybody, and I'm going to bring up my chats. So hang on here. Oh, let's get the right. Oh, Darlene, what did you do? Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Nope, grid. Do we want to do that? No, we want to do grid. Nope, that's not right. Ray, how did we do this? That's not right either. Split screen. There we go. Okay. Here she is. Say hi to everybody. Alicia. All
I
right.
was just sitting here thinking it begins before it begins.
That I can never figure out my technology. Yes, I'm aware. All right. Let me just get on to. Oh, Reagan switched YouTube and Facebook tonight. This might be very confusing. Okay. I have my laptop here just off camera so I can see the feeds. And I always have Facebook on the left and YouTube on the right. And she swapped it on me today. So this will be a test of my ability to pivot on the fly. Let's see. I'm almost there, friends. Come on.
What's a little challenge, Darlene?
You know, it just adds a level of surprise to my day. So got to keep it interesting.
There you go.
Okay. But how are you doing today?
It's been a day. Let's just put it that way. It's been one of those days. So
Okay.
Here we are in one piece. We're good. We got this.
Okay, I haven't even brought up Facebook yet. Facebook, I'm coming for you in a second. But my buddy Polly over in UK says, hi, Lucy and Ethel. Oh, gosh. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can't see around my lights. Okay. There's this. Hi, Polly. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay. There. Nope, that's not it. Where am I? There I am. Up there. Okay, I can see now. Oh, this isn't going to work because I can't see the chat. Oh. Did you get the whole camera just shake? All right, let me say hi to my friends over on YouTube. Our friends, actually, technically speaking. Where do I need to stand? Because I have the thing. Okay, I'm here. I'm not moving. Okay. Judy P., thanks for joining us in Massachusetts. Joanne's in Mississippi. Angel's in Houston. Hi, guys. Sandy Reese is in Maine. Oh, Angel's been said she's looking forward to this all day. That's so sweet. Aww. And Odie's on in Oregon. Mel, good old buddy Mel, says hello, Lucy and Lucy. Mel and Joe here from Mississippi.
And Linda's on from this the Lucy Comedy Hour is what we're just going to call it, guys.
I think so. Yeah. We've got some. We're not telling anybody. We're teasing people, but there's some fun stuff coming up between you and I. So
zipper foot going across my lips.
Right. All right, girl. So tell me about I know last week really threw you for a loop with that pin tuck machine, It's a foot. It's actually an attachment. Andy corrected me when I was off camera the other day. I called it a presser foot, or I called it a foot. And he goes, Darlene, it's an attachment. And I said, oh, okay.
Well, thank God that our chief editor is on top of it.
Yeah, I have fancy pants. That's what I call him. He's always good for, to insert himself where I am not asking him to insert himself.
I feel like that would be Steven too, so.
Yeah. Oh, good. Bonnie is on from Illinois. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, we have Karen Middleton is on over on YouTube from AZ, and Jocelyn. Hi, Jocelyn is from Canada. Thanks for joining us. All right, friend. Well, so we actually have 3 attachments tonight. And for those of you who are like highly detailed and very number oriented, I actually went and looked up all of the vintage part numbers for us to talk about. So tonight we are going to talk about, can I be totally transparent about something too? My eyes have gotten so bad that I had to pull out a magnifying glass to be able to read the Semenko numbers off of these feet. Yep. I'm there. My readers weren't even cutting the mustard. I needed a magnifying glass. You are several years, decades behind me, so you'll be there soon too.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell you, I can't see far away, so like, I'll find the numbers and stuff, and you just drive me places because you wouldn't want me behind the wheel of anything.
Good to know. Good to know. So tonight we have the cording foot, and it's actually on my machine, so I can't show you what it is. But I did find out in all of my research today that there was a left and a right cording foot. Oh, you have
Right?
both. Look at you, fancy pants.
See, why? Okay, why is one of mine bigger than the other?
I don't know. I did notice when I was doing some research and I pulled out all of the ones that I have available on the website that they don't even look
They're not.
they don't look straight. They actually kind of look a little like
they
they're purposefully off center. Yeah, that's so weird, right? Do you know how expensive those little things are, by the way?
I know. I saw. I was like shocked that I had both of them because these are like the last 3 attachments I have in my stuff.
I know.
But it was in my red case with my P2K.
I have several available for sale. FYI. Only the left. I only have left ones. I don't have any right ones, which is weird.
That is weird. I wonder why that is. I wonder if one of them was like more popular than the other.
Oh, let's see. Hi, Francis from Virginia. Hi, sweetheart. Polly says I'm going to be annoying and say I have all 4 as there is different thicknesses, she said. Polly said.
Oh.
Did not know that.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah. Sandy, they are left and right. But it's weird that one of them is slightly thicker. So these guys are priced around $50. $50. It was what I was looking at today. That's the going rate on eBay. I was really surprised.
For one,
and the number is part number 160645 for the left. I didn't have the right one to inspect with my magnifying glass. And then the other 2, be quiet, is the adjustable zipper foot wide and the adjustable zipper foot narrow.
I just have narrow, but real quick, $50 per, not for the set, correct? Per
no,
foot.
yeah, per. And if you happen to have a black side, it's $80.
Oh. Well, now we
Crazy.
know. Now we know.
And when I was doing some homework, maybe you're going to say this, that the cording feet came first in the series because these both. Oh, by the way, everybody, these feet would not be. I'm sorry, these attachments. Thank you, Andy. These attachments would not have been something that would have come with the machines. These would have been all like peripheral extra purchases. So the cording foot was made first, and then they decided to come out with the adjustable zipper feet, so you didn't have to have the left and the right side, and you could, have various thicknesses.
That makes a lot of sense. And that also makes sense why if you are looking in the manual for information on either one of those feet.
Yeah.
Right? No, attachment.
I know. See, we keep doing it.
Attachment. If you look in the book for those attachments, you're not going to find them in there. So you definitely have to. So off the top of your head, do you know what all the original attachments were that were in the featherweight cases?
Yeah, there were 6 of them.
6.
Quiz the doctor. Okay, so we have the surring foot, the ruffler, sweet Lord, adjustable hemmer, rolled hemmer, bias binder, and then the 4mm foot that would have come with it. So that would have been the 6 feet. So the zipper foot, the cording foot, the buttonholer would not have been included as an original attachment. These would have all been extra. And, since they were manufactured over 40 years, I mean, basically a 40-year span, it's not surprising that then, they came out with other ideas in future decades. So
that might also be why, as weird as this sounds, a lot of my older featherweights when they would come in and we would do restorations on them, or like we would do resale, I didn't see a whole lot of the zipper feet or the cording feet in there. And that might have been why, because it wasn't really as common of an attachment, because these were definitely all in with my 22K, which is a 1960.
Yeah. And honestly, like, cause you and I are both not sewists, like,
right.
My whole, I had a lot of fun. Oh, call them, Judy P says, call them feet. It's fine.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Polly says one of hers still has the original packaging from Singer, that they used to sell them for $6. Polly, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
Could you send me a picture of that? I'd love to put that up on the site just so people can see what they originally look like. That's fun. Okay. So what I decided to do, well, because we're not sewists, I had to like think of something that I could like put together, to kind of demo all of this stuff. Cause, we can't just, like you were saying yesterday, it's like, what are we just going to sew a straight line with no cording?
Yeah. I messaged Darlene. I was like, I don't have cording or a zipper. And if I'm being really honest with you, me just sewing it on a piece of fabric doesn't really do anybody any good. Anybody can kind of do that. It's not the same as like the tuck or the ruffler where you're actually physically manipulating the fabric.
Right.
So I like showed how to do it just like mocking up if I had a zipper on a piece of fabric so you can see where to adjust it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of like at a loss on like, how do you, so I'm glad you made the bag.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do this on camera because I tend to measure twice and cuss once, and I probably won't do that on camera, but so I'm what's that saying from the hometown show? Measure twice, cuss once, something like that. Okay. So I have a little bag, a little 8-inch bag. Here's my backing. So I know it's featherweight fabric. Yay.
It's so cute.
So I decided I pre-quilted this on some muslin, and then I sewed some like binding strips on here because I want this to come back around the front and have a nice finished part at the zipper. So I have to sew in actually in the middle of my, where's the camera? There. Sew in the middle of my thing to it's you. This is your fault because you make your camera go like this and my camera goes like this and we have to like make it match. So I look at her. She's like, Darlene, what are you talking about?
Not sure what to do with this information.
You're like, well, we were going to do something different next week, but I've decided not to. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'll pull it together. Where's your professionalism? Okay. Oh, someone's asking about a 201 box of attachments. Totally different. 201 does not use the same attachments as the featherweight. I tried. Trust me.
The only attachments that you can use on a featherweight are going to be a low, straight shank.
Yeah. And then the 301 is the high slant shank.
Yeah. Yeah. None of your 301 attachments are going to work, guys. They are not interchangeable.
So I did go get some zippers today and some webbed cording. You still don't have any? Do you want me to do the cording foot?
I want you to do this because I want to see this.
Okay.
I want to see this in action.
Let me see if I can go to my other camera. So hang on here, everybody. Oh no, where did I go? Oh, there. Don't panic. I got this. I got this. Okay. So I've got my zipper cording foot left on here, and I've got, what I did was I cut a 2-inch strip of, more Singer fabric here. And I pressed it so that it would envelope in here nicely. I have Morticia out again, just because she was so lovely last week for the pin tuck discussion. So I actually have already loaded this, and honestly, this little archaic looking caveman foot works like a charm. Now I know you guys know this, but if you're doing actual cording, then you should always have cut your cording if you're going around curved edges on the bias so that it folds it will curve nicely. I'm doing mine on a square edge, so I didn't worry about cutting it on the bias. I just cut it straight of grain. So, but yeah, this little foot, I would have thought, here, let me get Alicia back up here. Hang on. How do I, there we are. Okay. So honestly, I
That's
can't
so
believe
cool.
how well it works. Like I think it's like the Pentuck foot last week that scared us all because it was like there's two different adjustments and it rides the machine horizontally versus vertically and but this one just looked like a little nothing or other, and honestly it's doing a great job. And there are so many modern applications. I mean, you start the list. Modern applications for the cording foot.
Man, you could add decorations on the front of the bag. I mean, you could like do almost like a kind of like an applique flower, just like in a 3D.
Yeah.
On the front of your bag.
Well, I was thinking
I'm really
like
loving the
home
fabric that
deck.
you chose.
What was that?
I said I really love the fabric that you chose. I can't wait till you send me that bag. She's gonna send me that bag, everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Kind of the least I can do, right, folks? So take up Alicia's time every single week.
No, I do like that, and it looks simple and easy enough.
It's like caveman simple.
Do it.
Crazy. And of course, the featherweights just tick along and make that wonderful noise that you and I both just think is intoxicatingly cute.
It is.
But yeah, I mean, if there's other things that I sew besides quilts, it isn't going to be, I wish it was a shirt or a pair of pants or a pair of pajamas. It's not. I'll do home deck stuff. So I do a lot of like pillows, hemming curtains. So this cording, actually I was having flashbacks. So many years ago now, my in-laws used to have like big boats. Like, I don't like to say yacht because that sounds kind of like, highfalutin, and it wasn't like that. But they had really big boats, and they had purchased one, and it was kind of older. And so mom and I, we just decide that we can bite off more than we can chew because both of us are like, oh, she's got me, or oh, she's got me. So we decided to reupholster, her and I, the entire boat, 3 staterooms, the salon, and there was piping on the top of all of the pillows. And this brings back absolute nightmares. Because I was like, if I never cord anything ever again, I'll be totally fine. I didn't have a
I know what you're talking about. Because we had a 26-foot long boat growing up that had the cuddy cabin, and I do remember the cording around the pillows.
Yep.
Oh Lord, help you! There's no way. What were you thinking?
We had to do, the V-berth had 2 beds, and nothing square on a boat. So we had 2 bunk beds in the V-berth. There was the middle cabin that had a little bit bigger than like a twin, but not quite a full size. And then there was the big bedroom and back. And we did all the decorator pillows and, yeah, I know. Oh, Blue Diva says the cording foot is amazing for cushions, seat pads, upholstery, and applique. There you go. That's the concise list.
Love it. Thank you.
Oh, is the part. So Sandy wants to know, no, sweetheart, Sandy, the cording foot, I show the cording foot left number as 160645. But I was using a magnifying glass, so maybe I didn't quite see it well.
Okay. So, is it the notch that considers whether it's left or right?
I think it's, that's another good question. I don't know, because they both load onto the machine on the left.
Same.
So I would imagine that the one I have on is the left because the foot is sitting to the left of the cording. Okay, so I imagine where it sits on the right. Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
For one of them, I have numbers 180848. And the other one, I have numbers 160845.
Oh, it's an 8. I had it down as 645. Darlene's eyeballs for the win. All right. So what do you got to put did you find any zippers or do you not have zippers?
I don't have zippers, but I made like a mock thing if I did have it. So I'll just explain what I did.
Okay,
So what I
and
did earlier,
you have the narrow. So that would
I
be
have a narrow foot.
the narrow number is look at all my little blue pieces of paper. 161125.
I'm gonna double check you.
Hi.
I'm gonna hold this up for everybody else too.
Did I write
I
it down?
have 1611. Wait, 161127.
Yeah, that's what I said. Darlene's eyeballs. We're good. We're good.
All right. So what I did is I kind of did like because I didn't have a zipper. I tried to basically create like if I did. So
Okay.
if you had a zipper, this black piece is going to be my zipper, and would be what I'm attaching it to. First things first, don't be like Alicia. Iron this in because you're not going to want a rough edge when you go to stitch that. Like you wouldn't want a rough edge because otherwise it's just going to fray. So with this cording foot, and I have the narrow one, I don't have the wide cording foot. But once you attach it onto your machine, the object is to basically have your foot rest up against the side of where the zipper. So this black fabric is where your teeth would be.
Right.
And then you can adjust this because, I'm going to flip it around here so I can show you. This has the little notch on here, like what Darlene was saying, how it took the place of the right and left cording foot. This notch allows this, and mine likes to stick, but it allows this foot to move from side to side.
It's genius because you can go from left or right side of the needle. So I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Therese, were you talking about the blocks behind me? You asked me how long did it take you to do all those? The ones right behind me? If you're talking about the blocks, it was like less than 2 hours. Do you have a dog whining? What is that noise?
That's actually my finches.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know you had more birds.
Yep, I have little finches, and I woke up this morning to dead baby finches that were thrown out of the nest. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Well, no wonder you've had a day.
Yeah, my 7-year-old daughter goes, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh," and I'm like, "Micah, what is wrong?" And she brings me this water dish because she'll help with the chores of it.
Oh, no.
And there was this baby bird, and I'm like, I wasn't even aware that we had little babies, and it was.
So, Therese, all of those cushions took 2 weekend trips. And then when we thought we were feeling pretty full of ourselves when we did all the upholstery, then we decided to make bimini canvas for the back covering on the back deck. Because, why not?
I know who to call if I ever get a boat.
Oh no, I don't love anybody that much. If one of my children called and was like, "Mom, it would make my whole life. I would never ask anything of you ever again if you would just make me boat canvas for my boat." Hard pass. Hard pass.
Oh. Okay. All right. It's all right, darling. It's all right. All righty. So this is how you just, again, I have it a little bit away just so that way it's not stitching right on the edge, just because, again, I didn't fold this fabric over. And I can't remember how I had it set up earlier, but you can adjust this. Let me actually move my foot out of the way. You can adjust this to where you can create however long you want this seam to be between where the zipper is at and where the little lip of fabric is, which is what I like. You may want it skinnier depending on what the application is, because if you've got kids and you're putting it on a jacket and they get the zipper caught because of all of the fabric, you may want to make it a skinnier seam versus like a nice decorative bag.
I think that that's a good thing to mention, by the way, because I think for those of us who have done some zipper work, I have made the mistake of trying to make it too close to the nylon teeth, and then you have a huge struggle getting your zipper open and closed. Huge struggle.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, oh my gosh, like you can totally adjust this, and then the lip could be just a little bit against the teeth of the fabric. And then you wouldn't have to worry about your kids sitting there yanking and saying, I can't get my coat zipped up. And you're like, of course you can't.
Mom,
Right.
help.
20 minutes later, as I'm sitting there fiddling with trying to like pull this fabric out of the teeth. But anyways, so you can literally adjust this foot to either the right or left, and it's got the same notches in there like what Darlene was showing with the cording foot. And then again, you just stitch along. And again, I'm just kind of mocking this. So again, my black fabric is my zipper. And I'm just kind of stitching along. Again, fold it over before you and iron it, before you stick it on here. But then you can see it's just a nice little stitch. And so if this was the zipper, you'd have just this nice little
Yeah, I
pocket.
think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Therese says, I'm on 6 months for my sister's wicker sofa cushions. Girl, get that done. What are you waiting for?
Darlene, you be quiet or I'm going to send you some cushions.
Nope. Well, thank you so much for putting that together today. I know you've had kind of I didn't even realize you had dead baby birds this morning, so that's that's not good. I'm sorry. But I do appreciate you joining us. We have fun on the schedule for next week. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
So
she's like, yay!
Big spider. Does everybody know what could possibly be in this cute little squared box?
Ray, go get something. There's a big spider. Okay. We're going to keep it together. Ray, hurry up.
Like tarantula-sized spider?
No, for goodness sakes, I would be on the floor, but it's big enough that I am a little concerned. Okay, Ray, are you coming with the assault gun? Okay.
Glad it's happening over there, folks, and not here.
I'm sorry. Ray, go take care. Reagan, okay.
Hi, Darlene Jr.
Holy guacamole.
I think Darlene got her eyes back.
I think I got it.
Are you sure? Because sometimes you have to kill those things.
I don't see it, and I'm not going looking for it.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back.
I don't like spiders like at all.
I really don't like spiders very much. I'm okay. Oh yes, did you say what we were talking about? Because as soon as she said, Mom, there's a really big spider on the corner. Oh, that's it. That's what we're doing.
Anyone want to guess what's in the box?
Oh, yes, Bernadette already said walking foot.
The penguin.
There she is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the infamous penguin walking foot. I use her from time to time on my sew-alongs and all of that fun stuff, and I can't believe we would be just amiss to not talk about it on one of these Attachment Wednesdays. So thanks, guys, for laughing at me on well done getting that spider, Polly says.
Nobody was laughing at you, Darlene. We were laughing with you.
It's a good thing I didn't shriek. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. Great spider hunter. Woo! Okay, I'm okay. So we're also going to talk about the modern focus, Darlene. We're going to talk about the modern replacement for the penguin walking foot, because I'm sure $2,000, people just don't have $2,000 lying around. Yeah, even if you had the ability to be in front of one to actually purchase it, that attachment would run you about $2,000 right now. So I realize that is not within a lot of people's reach, and I can assure everybody that Alicia and I did not pay nearly that for ours, and yet they work just as well as the modern replacements that cost you $30 on my website. So
and don't give up. don't give up your hope on finding this. There are people that find them at estate sales. There are people that have found them in thrift stores and have paid like $5 for them. So they are, I'm not saying that they're out there in a plethora, but they're out there. You may hit the jackpot with that.
Sandy Wilkerson, not nice. She put a bunch of spider emojis. Didn't even know there were spider emojis. Did I tell you guys the spider story? I think I did. Maybe not. So a long time ago, it was in the summertime, I had met this gal who was a first owner on a featherweight. Like, she was the first and only owner on the featherweight. And she bought it like in the 50s. And this lady had to be in her mid 80s. And she was having trouble with it. You know, it was during the pandemic, during a lot of the hard shutdown. And so she was making masks and masks and masks and masks. And she had worn out her little girl and not, you know, done some cleaning and stuff. So I had met her at one of the local fabric shops with our masks on. And I landed up saying, you know, I think this just really needs to be cleaned and gone through. Can I take her home? Would you allow me to take your precious machine home? And this woman was like very concerned, obviously. Like, she had spent a lot of time with her in the months over and over again. Anyway, took her home. I kid you not. I pull her machine out of the box and set her over on the other side. You can't see my workspace right now, but I have a big table. I've got my modern machine in the middle, and I can hang out on this side and I can hang out on that side with my modern machine up in the middle of the table. And I kid you not, the box was on the left side of the table. I put her machine over here and I turn back over, and there is a bug. Like, not like
tarantula.
It was the size of my thumbnail. It was so big, like to the point where it made me lose my breath for a moment. I felt my cheeks flush like I was going to pass out. And I had presence. Hi, Lisa Meadows. Sorry, in Phoenix. She's my buddy. I had my presence of mind to grab like a tissue to go squish it. And as I was coming down to squish it, I realized it's hard plastic and it's a toy. And I was like, are you serious right now? Like, did she mean to put this in the case to get me? And I thought, there's no way. This sweet little 85-year-old woman, there's no way. Some grandchild stuck it in there on accident, whatever. So I go through her machine. It was filthy, I might add. And I call her back the next day because I did it overnight. She was just panic stricken that she didn't have her machine.
Aww.
And she said, I call her and I'm like, Miss Farmer, Marion Farmer was her name. I said, Marion, did you know there was a fake spider in your case? She goes, I kid you not. She goes, did I get you? She did it on purpose. And I was like, oh, Marion Farmer, so naughty. She punked me, you guys. She punked me.
She got you good. She got you real good.
If anybody is on here and gives me your sewing machine and you put some creature in there, I might just keep your sewing machine.
We'll just all start sending you toy spiders in the mail.
No. For the love, no. I just could not believe it. I started laughing so hard when I realized that this sweet little unassuming 85-year-old
That's so funny.
Tiny woman punked me with a fake spider. So bad. So bad. What was that?
I said she was protecting her featherweight.
I know. She's lucky I didn't drop her featherweight. Because I was so scared. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think I've answered all the questions. Everybody's just making fun of me because of the spiders. You all aren't very nice. You're not very nice. All right. So next week you talked about the walking foot. Yay, yay, yay. Hold on. I'm looking. I thought there was a question up here and I can't see it now. Okay. I apologize if someone asked me a question and I missed it. I'll be posting finished pictures of my little zipper bag before I mail it to Alicia. So I will be back here on Friday for my sip and sew. I think work is going to continue on my
That's
my.
beautiful. I love that.
It turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. I usually some of your finches are pets, right? They're not wild. Someone's asking. Okay.
I can show
So
you really fast while she's talking. I'll walk over here.
oh yeah, let's see him.
Yeah.
So Friday I'll be back on working on Tula. Monday is going to be a special show. I'm not telling anybody what it is because it's a big super surprise. You'll just have to tune in at 4:00 on Monday. Oh, hi, girl. Ooh.
There they are. They're actually in their huts.
Oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
Yeah, so that's a Lady Gouldian, and those are owl finches.
Wow, I didn't know finches were so colorful. Goodness.
Yep. And they'll sing.
That is.
Yep.
So when we were living in Arizona, there was a coffee shop. Everything was outside, you know, because it was so gorgeous. And there was a coffee shop that would put bird feeders everywhere. And these like legit, like colorful parakeets would come in, wild parakeets. So beautiful. They look like lime green and redheads and just so pretty. And I was like, holy moly, I had no idea. No idea. Oh, goodness. Okay. I think we have answered all of the questions, so we are set. So we'll be back Wednesday, you and I, for the walking foot demonstration, and we will have some fun.
And have a special announcement, too.
Yes, we're going to do that next week?
I'd say at the end.
Oh, okay, we need to do some planning then. Because we have a great idea, which we're not telling everybody about yet, but we need to have a plan.
We do need to have a plan, but we could really make the anticipation. Get everybody back for scaring you about that spider, or giving you heck about the spider.
Yeah, I'm just going to make y'all wait. Make y'all wait. All right, friend. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Bye.